All right, this is like an impromptu video that I'm putting out right now. I just left a, a panel discussion about bridging the gap between the generations, the now generation and the past generation, most recent past generation, and even beyond. How do we bridge the gap in hip hop and beyond? Now, K Reno, well respected hip hop artist out here in Houston, located in Houston, but really he worldwide. I mean, some of y'all might not know him, but you know, he ain't mainstream, but he mainstream. You dig what I'm saying? He's streaming on the main. You dig what I'm saying? He's one of the mainstreams. You dig? But he had a panel discussion today at Shake Community Center in Houston, and it was powerful, man. If y'all missed it, man, I got to tell you, a lot of great people in attendance on that panel, and I walked away inspired. The youngsters stepped up to the plate, and they had questions and they had solutions, and they wasn't just listening, but they participated. I was digging that. So I just wanted to share a little bit of what we was talking about. One of the things that was suggested is that we realized first and foremost that we wasn't perfect, and that we had our time. We didn't have the internet having us clown ourselves, but we did have music back in the day, and we snuck and listened to this type of certain types of music that we didn't really have any business listening to. It was inappropriate, but we made it through somehow. We made it through. So another thing was that instead of talking at the youngsters, we need to talk to the youngsters. One young lady that was there, she said, and this is something that I'm an advocate of, finding out what it is that the youngsters, whether it be your children, your friends' children, your neighbors' children, or just some kid that's in the neighborhood or whatever, in your workplace if you work around kids, finding out what their interests are and asking them what they like to do, and then in what they like to do. What you're doing is showing that you're interested in getting back on track, and it's going to ring again because people don't know that I'm filming a video right, or to the youngsters. Instead of talking at them, you validate their feelings, and you show interest in what they have, what they like doing. You validate their feelings and what they're interested in doing. I do this with my own kids. This is one of the reasons why I'm so close with my kids, because I learned a long time ago, when your kids are very young, they pretty much do whatever you want them to do. But at some point, they're gonna start wanting to do what they want to do and go where they want to go, and they're interested in, like, to go to concerts and stuff. Buy a couple of concert tickets and say, hey, do you want to go to see Drake? You know, Drake, their favorite artist, or Beyonce, their favorite artist. You may not be in it at all, but they're interested in it. And you get some tickets to see Beyonce or Drake, man, you're going to be Father of the Year. You dig what I'm saying? If they take an interest in technology, take them to a technology summit or some type of convention. If you know your son really likes cars, go to a car show with him. Or if he like tennis shoes, if he a sneaker freak, take him to one. They have sneaker summits all the time around the city, and especially the major cities. Take them to one of those sneaker conventions or summits or something like that. Find out what they're interested in and inject yourself into that hobby they like and be a part of their world. Don't sit back and wait on them to just be a part of your world. You go and become a part of their world. If there's a kid in the neighborhood, it's a kid that everybody avoid because this kid is pretty much in general bad news. What What do you think would happen if you walk up to that kid and say, look, we're going to the baseball game tomorrow. Oh man. First of all, you're gonna be suspicious. Like, well, why are you asking me? I'm the bad kid. Nobody ever asked me to do anything. He may not say I'm the bad kid, but he may think that he's bad news. But he also may think that, nobody ever asked to take me anywhere. Nobody ever cares what I. And this guy is stopping to show interest. So this woman is stopping to show interest in me and saying that they really want to take me, of all people, to a baseball game. Man, that little $30 or $50, whatever you spent for that ticket, man, that's gonna go a long way. That could actually change a child's life. And this is the big one right here. A lot of us refuse to get in because we feel like the youngsters are lost. I subscribe to you. If the youngsters are lost, who in the hell lost them? For anything to be lost, somebody has to have, first of all, have ownership of possession or ownership over it first. And then it's lost. So if the youngsters are lost, well, guess who lost? And if that is the case, then it is up to us. If we them, it's up to us to find them. So we got to get up off our asses and reach out. Yes, it might be uncomfortable. Yes, it may cost you some time and effort and some money. It may cost you some sacrifice. You don't have a choice. A lot of them are just using that hard shield that they have and that mean, tough talking that they as a defense mechanism because that's all they know. So it is incumbent as the leaders, as the elders to reach out. It ain't the youngsters' position. It is not up to them to reach out to the elders. It is up to the elders to reach out to the youngsters. This is where the disconnect came. This is where it came with our generation. My dad, my uncles and stuff, they didn't reach out to us. They was too busy trying to earn money. They thought, well, as long as I put a roof over your head and feed you, take care of itself. And that's not how it works. That's not real life. You have to coach. You have to teach. You have to raise. You have to rear. You have to be there. You have to therapist. You have to be a doctor, a nurse. You got to work, man. You talking about raising human beings. Human beings are not self-contained. They have to be nurtured and protected. And you got to put the work in. So that's how you get to them. That's how you bridge the gap. It starts with the elders. Some of these kids that seem like they may not be listening, they don't want to listen or whatever, reach out to them and watch what happens. Some of the ones that are out of line, you're walking up to the store, they always cussing the food. Pull them to the side. Don't try to embarrass them. Pull them to the side and talk to them and watch what happens. You would be surprised how humble that child would become, that young come. You would be surprised. And I'm not just talking about kids when I say youngsters. I'm talking about the 20-something-year-olds also. Like for me as a hip-hop elder, if I got a problem with it, it's not going to be beneficial for me to try to call and put them on blast on social media. And, them niggas whack and fuck them niggas. Man, that shit ain't going to work. That is not going to work. All that's going to do is make the youngster be like, man, well, why they always got a problem with me? Why they always talking down to us? Why they always saying got a problem? And in a minute, it's going to make them mad. It's going to make them have a disdain for the elders. And then they're going to become disrespectful if they aren't already disrespectful. So it's up to the elders to make the initiative, and then it's up to the youngsters to accept it and understand that, okay, this person really care about me. This person really love me. Let me make sure that I'm on my game. I show some respect, and I show a willingness to conform to bridging that gap. That's my take on it, y'all. No more.